There's a silent killer among us. One of the deadliest cancers out there. It sneaks up with barely any warning. And by the time it's found, for many, it's already too late. But what if you could spot the warning signs early? What if knowing just a few critical symptoms could save your life or the life of someone you love? Today, we're diving deep into 10 crucial warning signs of pancreatic cancer, symptoms that most people ignore, but you shouldn't. Some of these may shock you, and others you might have noticed but never realized they could be linked to this deadly disease. Stay with me until the end, because what you learn today could make all the difference. Let's get started. Symptom 1. Jaundice. The unexpected warning sign. Have you ever looked in the mirror and noticed your skin, or the white of your eyes, turning yellow? It might seem subtle at first. Maybe you think it's just the lighting, or that you're a little tired. But this could be your body's first and most urgent warning sign. Jaundice happens when bilirubin, a yellow pigment in your blood, starts building up. And one of the most dangerous reasons this could happen? A tumor blocking the bile duct. A pancreatic tumor, if you or someone you love has noticed yellowing skin, dark urine, or pale clay-colored stools, don't ignore it. Don't wait. This could be your body's way of telling you that something serious is happening deep inside. And here's the scary part. Jaundice is often one of the first visible signs of pancreatic cancer, but too many people brush it off. Now you won't. Symptom number 2 is something that many people welcome. But in reality, it could be a sign that something is terribly wrong. Let's talk about it. Symptom 2. Unexplained weight loss. When losing weight isn't a good thing. Imagine stepping on the scale and realizing you've lost 10, maybe 15 pounds without even trying. No new diet, no extra exercise. At first, it might seem like a pleasant surprise, but what if I told you this could be a major red flag? Unintentional weight loss is one of the most common yet overlooked symptoms of pancreatic cancer. Why? Because when a tumor grows in the pancreas, it can interfere with digestion, making it harder for your body to absorb nutrients. The result? Your body starts wasting away, even if you're eating normally. And here's something even more alarming. Many people don't realize their weight is dropping until it's too late. Their clothes feel looser, their energy is drained, but they assume it's just stress or aging. If you or someone you love has been shedding pounds without an obvious reason, pay attention. It might not just be weight loss. It could be a warning sign. And the next symptom? It's something nearly everyone experiences at some point. But in the case of pancreatic cancer, it's different. Much different. Let's talk about it. Symptom 3. Persistent abdominal or back pain. The pain you shouldn't ignore. We all experience stomach pain from time to time. Maybe it's something we ate, maybe it's just stress. But what if your pain is telling you something much more serious? One of the most overlooked signs of pancreatic cancer is persistent pain in the upper abdomen or lower back. At first, it might come and go, dull, nagging, nothing too alarming, but over time it grows stronger, more consistent. Here's why this happens. When a tumor develops in the pancreas, it can start pressing on nearby organs and nerves, triggering pain that radiates from deep inside your body. It often starts in the upper belly, then slowly creeps into your back. And here's something most people don't know. This pain tends to get worse when you lie down and feels slightly better when you lean forward. If that sounds familiar, it's time to pay attention. Many people dismiss this discomfort, thinking it's just a pulled muscle or a minor digestive issue. But if your pain is constant, unexplained, and gradually getting worse, don't ignore it. And speaking of digestion, the next symptom is something that could be happening to you right now. Let's talk about it. Symptom 4. Digestive issues. When your body struggles to process food, have you noticed changes in your digestion lately? Maybe you're feeling bloated after meals, experiencing nausea, or having bouts of diarrhea or constipation that just won't go away. These might seem like minor annoyances, but when it comes to pancreatic cancer, they can be key warning signs. Here's why. Your pancreas plays a critical role in digestion. It produces enzymes that break down fats, proteins, and carbs, but when a tumor starts to grow, it can block these enzymes from reaching your digestive system. The result? Your body struggles to absorb nutrients properly. Watch out for these telltale signs. Frequent nausea or vomiting after eating. Bloating or discomfort even after a small meal. Floating, greasy, or pale-colored stools, a sign that your body isn't breaking down fat properly. If you've been experiencing digestive issues that just don't seem to go away, especially alongside other symptoms on this list, it could be more than just an upset stomach. And what's next? A symptom that can make food lose all its appeal long before you even take a bite. Let's get into it. Symptom 5. Loss of appetite, when food no longer sounds appealing. Think about your favorite meal, the one that always makes your mouth water. Now imagine sitting in front of it and feeling nothing. No hunger, no interest, maybe even a little nausea. For many, a loss of appetite seems harmless. Maybe just stress, aging, or a passing stomach issue. But when it happens persistently and without explanation, it could be a warning sign of pancreatic cancer. Here's why. When a tumor grows in the pancreas, it can interfere with digestion and mess with hunger signals. Even a small meal might leave you feeling uncomfortably full. And as your appetite fades, so does your weight, leading to dangerous, rapid weight loss. Some people also report that food starts tasting off. Even their favorite dishes suddenly seem unappealing. If you've noticed a significant drop in your appetite for weeks at a time, pay attention. Your body could be trying to tell you something. And speaking of changes in the body, the next symptom isn't just unexpected. It could be an early red flag that something serious is happening inside. Let's talk about it. Symptom 6. New onset diabetes, when blood sugar spikes without warning. Imagine going to the doctor for a routine checkup, only to be told you have diabetes. No family history, no major lifestyle changes. Just suddenly, out of nowhere, your blood sugar is too high. For some, this may seem like just another health concern. But what many don't realize is that new onset diabetes, especially in adults over 50, can be an early sign of pancreatic cancer. Here's why. Your pancreas is responsible for producing insulin, the hormone that regulates blood sugar. When a tumor develops, it can disrupt insulin production, causing blood sugar levels to rise without any obvious reason. Key warning signs to watch for: feeling extremely thirsty all the time, frequent urination, especially at night, unexplained fatigue or blurred vision. Many people assume their sudden diabetes diagnosis is just bad luck, but in some cases, it's actually one of the earliest signs of pancreatic cancer. If you or someone you love has recently developed diabetes, without the usual risk factors like obesity or poor diet, don't ignore it. And the next symptom? It's something you can literally feel on your skin, and it might be more than just an irritation. Let's get into it. Symptom 7. Itchy skin, when your body signals something deeper. We all get itchy skin from time to time. Maybe it's dry weather, an allergic reaction, or just irritation from a new soap. But what if this itch isn't going away? What if it's becoming unbearable, keeping you up at night, spreading across your body, and making you feel like something just isn't right? Believe it or not, persistent itching can be a hidden warning sign of pancreatic cancer. And here's why. Your liver and pancreas work closely together to help digest food and filter toxins. But when a pancreatic tumor starts to grow, it can block the bile ducts, the passageways that carry bile from the liver to the intestines. When bile can't flow properly, bile salts start building up in your bloodstream. And guess what? One of the first things they do is make your skin itch. Here's what to watch for. Itching that feels deep under the skin, not just on the surface. No visible rash. Unlike allergies or eczema, pancreatic cancer-related itching usually comes without redness or bumps. It worsens at night and becomes increasingly persistent over time, accompanied by yellowing skin or eyes, jaundice. This is a major red flag. Many people dismiss chronic itching as a minor annoyance, but when paired with dark urine, pale-colored stools, or unexplained weight loss, it could be a sign that something serious is happening inside your body. One pancreatic cancer patient described it like this. I felt like my skin was crawling from the inside. No lotion helped. It wasn't until I turned yellow that I realized something was really wrong. So if you've been struggling with relentless itching, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms from this list, don't ignore it. Your body is trying to tell you something. And up next, a symptom that affects your entire body, draining your energy, your motivation, and your strength. Let's talk about it. Symptom 8, persistent fatigue. When tiredness becomes more than just tiredness, we all feel tired sometimes. A long day at work, not getting enough sleep, or just feeling a little run down. It happens to everyone. But what if your exhaustion doesn't go away? What if no matter how much you rest, you still feel completely drained? Fatigue isn't just about feeling sleepy. It's about waking up exhausted, struggling to get through the day, and feeling like your body just doesn't have the energy it used to. And for some, this could be one of the first warning signs of pancreatic cancer. Here's why. Your pancreas plays a crucial role in digestion and energy production. When cancer starts to develop, your body redirects energy toward fighting the disease, often without you even realizing it. As a result, you're left feeling constantly weak, sluggish, and worn out, even if you haven't done anything physically demanding. Key warning signs of cancer-related fatigue. Exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest. No matter how much you sleep, you still feel drained. Feeling weak or lightheaded throughout the day, even small tasks like walking up the stairs or cooking dinner start to feel overwhelming. Brain fog and difficulty concentrating. You forget things more often, struggle to focus, or feel mentally slowed down. Fatigue paired with other symptoms, especially unexplained weight loss, jaundice, or digestive issues. Many people assume that ongoing fatigue is just a part of aging, or blame it on stress, poor sleep, or diet. And while those can be factors, fatigue that lingers for weeks or months without an obvious reason could be a serious red flag. One pancreatic cancer patient described it like this. It felt like my body was shutting down from the inside. I would sleep for 10 hours and still wake up exhausted. I knew something wasn't right. So if you're constantly drained, more than just the usual tiredness, listen to your body. Persistent fatigue isn't normal, and when combined with other symptoms on this list, it's a sign that you should see a doctor. And speaking of serious warning signs, the next symptom is something that could appear without you even realizing it until it's too late. Let's talk about it. Symptom 9, blood clots, a hidden danger lurking in your veins. Imagine this. You wake up one morning and notice swelling, redness, or pain in your leg. It feels sore, maybe a little warm to the touch. You think, maybe I slept wrong, maybe I pulled a muscle. But what if I told you this could be a warning sign of pancreatic cancer? Most people don't associate blood clots with cancer, but in reality, pancreatic cancer has a well-known link to an increased risk of dangerous clots. And the worst part? Many people don't realize they have one until it's too late. Here's why it happens. Pancreatic tumors release certain substances that make the blood more likely to clot. This can lead to deep vein thrombosis, a DVT, a clot that forms in a deep vein, usually in the legs. If that clot breaks loose, it can travel to the lungs, causing a pulmonary embolism, a life-threatening condition that can strike without warning. Warning signs of a blood clot: swelling in one leg, especially the calf, red or bluish discoloration on the skin, pain or tenderness that gets worse when standing or walking, sudden shortness of breath or chest pain or coughing up blood. These may signal a clot has reached the lungs. Blood clots are serious. They can be deadly. And if you experience these symptoms, don't wait. Seek medical attention immediately. A pancreatic cancer patient once shared, "I had no other symptoms, no pain, no weight loss, just a blood clot in my leg. I never would have thought it was cancer until the doctors ran more tests." While not every blood clot means cancer, an unexplained clot, especially if you have no risk factors like recent surgery or immobility, should never be ignored. And now we've reached the final symptom. It's one that's easy to overlook, but if you pay attention, it could be the earliest clue that something is wrong. Let's talk about it. Symptom 10. Changes in stool or urine color. Your body's hidden warning signals. When was the last time you paid attention to the color of your stool or urine? Most of us don't think twice about it. But what if I told you that subtle changes in waste could be one of the first warning signs of pancreatic cancer? Your digestive system is directly connected to your pancreas, and when something is wrong, your body tries to tell you. But here's the problem. Most people ignore these signs or mistake them for something minor. Let's start with your stool. Have you noticed that your stool looks pale, greasy, or floats instead of sinking? This might mean your pancreas isn't producing enough digestive enzymes, making it harder for your body to break down fats. When this happens, your stool may become light-colored or clay-like, oily, or difficult to flush, unusually soft and foul-smelling. This happens because a tumor in the pancreas can block bile from reaching your intestines, which is what normally gives stool its brown color. Without bile, stool appears whitish or pale, a major red flag. Now, let's talk about urine. Healthy urine is typically light yellow and changes color based on hydration levels. But if your urine is dark brown, tea-colored, or orange, even when you're drinking plenty of water, this could be a serious sign of trouble. Why does this happen? When a tumor blocks the bile ducts, bile builds up in the body instead of being released into the intestines. This excess bile ends up in the bloodstream and is filtered out through the kidneys, turning your urine a much darker color. Key warning signs to watch for: pale, greasy, or floating stools that are difficult to flush. Dark urine that persists even with good hydration. Other symptoms like jaundice, itching, or unexplained weight loss. Many people brush these symptoms off, assuming it's just a diet issue, dehydration, or a temporary digestive problem. But if you notice persistent changes in your stool or urine, along with any other symptoms from this list, it's time to take action. A pancreatic cancer patient once shared, "At first, I thought my digestion was just off. But when my stool turned almost white and my urine became darker and darker, I knew something wasn't right. That's when I went to the doctor. And it changed everything." Your body is always communicating with you. The question is, are you paying attention? And now, We've covered all 10 critical warning signs of pancreatic cancer, but before you go, there's something important you need to hear. Because knowing these signs is one thing, acting on them is another. Let's talk about it. What you need to do next. You've now learned about 10 critical warning signs of pancreatic cancer. Some of these symptoms may seem small, easy to brush off, or mistake for something minor. But when it comes to this disease, early detection is everything. The sooner you recognize these warning signs and take action, the better your chances of survival. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, have I experienced any of these symptoms? Has someone I love? If the answer is yes, don't ignore it. What should you do next? Don't ignore persistent symptoms. If you've been experiencing any of these signs, especially more than one, do not wait. Many people dismiss symptoms like fatigue, mild stomach discomfort, or weight loss, assuming it's just stress or aging. But when these issues linger for weeks or months, they could be a sign of something far more serious. Keep track of your symptoms. Write down what you're experiencing, how often it happens, and any changes you've noticed. This information will be extremely valuable for your doctor. Advocate for yourself. Many early symptoms of pancreatic cancer are vague, and even experienced doctors might dismiss them at first. If something doesn't feel right, push for further testing. Ask about imaging scans such as a CT scan, MRI, or endoscopic ultrasound, and blood tests that could detect early warning signs. If your doctor brushes off your concerns, seek a second opinion. You know your body better than anyone. If something feels wrong, trust your instincts. Understand your risk factors. Some people are at a higher risk for pancreatic cancer. If any of the following apply to you, be extra vigilant and proactive about your health. A family history of pancreatic cancer. New onset diabetes, especially after age 50. Chronic pancreatitis, which is inflammation of the pancreas. Smoking or excessive alcohol consumption. A diet high in processed foods and red meat with low fruit and vegetable intake. If you have any of these risk factors, talk to your doctor about regular screenings and lifestyle changes that can help lower your risk. Make lifestyle changes to support your pancreatic health. While no diet or exercise plan can fully prevent cancer, living a healthy lifestyle can significantly lower your risk and improve your overall health. Eat more whole foods, including vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins. Reduce processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive red meat consumption. Avoid smoking and limit alcohol intake. Stay active. Exercise has been shown to reduce inflammation and improve overall well-being. Encourage awareness. This knowledge could save a life. Talk to your family. If pancreatic cancer runs in your family, make sure your loved ones know their risks and warning signs. Share this information, whether it's forwarding this video, talking to a friend, or posting about it on social media. Spreading awareness can make a real difference. Pancreatic cancer is often caught too late, but the more people know what to look for, the better the chances of early detection. A real-life reminder: why this matters. Many pancreatic cancer survivors say the same thing: I ignored my symptoms for too long. One survivor shared, I lost weight without trying, but I thought it was just stress. My stomach felt off, but I assumed it was something I ate. By the time I saw a doctor, my cancer was already advanced. I wish I had paid attention sooner. Let this be your reminder. Don't wait until it's too late. If something doesn't feel right, take action. Your health is too important to leave to chance. Listen to your body, trust your instincts, and take the steps necessary to protect yourself and the people you love.